Welcome back, everyone, to the All Sports Network recap show. So Lakers lost in six. I'm sure. LA was losing their minds and whatnot. Though even I was, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, no, this was crazy. Unfortunate though. Thinking about it now, though, even in the moment, to be honest, when it happened, THT and Schroeder, dude, that's not too much for Lowry. Honestly, though, and Montrez 6 man of the year, we know that, but he was a 6 man because he was just scoring a lot off the bench. Really, he, players like that don't seem to really translate that well. In the postseason, and that was shown yet again. Even after the Lou Williams awards and the Jamal Crawfords. But yeah, so what's next? I don't know for this team. It, and I've been saying that a lot, like, oh, I don't know or whatever though. But it's just this team is so weird because I feel like they're championship ready. It's just that injuries really got them. With AD being out though, and him maybe knowing what was at stake and stuff, wanting to play, but at the end of the day, just couldn't, and LeBron, when I saw LeBron, smiling and all that, though, when Jay Crowder was guarding him, I assumed LeBron was back. I assumed, oh yeah, no, LeBron's at 100%, and honestly though, I mean, I don't know. This might maybe I'm crazy, but he didn't necessarily look that much slower, if at all. To be honest with you, he just looked way less aggressive than he usually is. Um, I was expecting LeBron to go nuclear in this game, drop 40 or something, but that did not happen. You because if LeBron drops 40, honestly, they're winning. But yeah, no, it didn't happen. Though they never really asserted themselves in this game. But it looked like he might have tried to a few times though, but it was just really weird. Kuzma, what the heck? Yeah, no. I feel my theory on Kuzma is that they extended him, giving him 13 million, so that they can use that in a trade later on. Because it's like if you're trading, someone like Schroeder, for example, though, not Schroeder, for example. If you're trading someone, right, they have like $10 million. It's like if you add Kuzma's 13, that's 23 million right there. And you can do that because of Kuzma's bird rights or whatever, though. So you can go over the cap, and so I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be very wrong. It's like 4 in the morning, so I could be wrong. But yeah, no. So that's my theory. Though, is that they extended him just so that they can trade his bigger contract down the line. Because 13 million is very movable. And 13 million is what like Robert Covington is getting paid. You know, so yeah. If that makes sense, if what I said makes sense. But yeah. What does this team need? It needs AD to play center, but it's obvious that probably won't happen though. So and yeah, no, maybe get Dwight Howard back. Honestly, JBL McGee get them back. Honestly, because it was really weird. Because at first I was like, you know what though, Marcus Sol, uh, you know, maybe AD playing the five a little bit more. Maybe that could do it. I guess Montrez, maybe but yeah, no, I really underappreciated Dwight Howard's and JaVale McGee's impact. That they had in the Lakers last year. Because last year, I mean, I know their stats weren't that great, but honestly though, like Dwight Howard being a 7-7 guy, that's pretty good, honestly. Because it's not like he was playing 30 minutes out there or whatever. So and we all know Andre Drummond cannot protect the rim as well as those guys can, because those guys were doing such a good job last year, and honestly though, they really needed it. So yeah, the Lakers should regret that, because I'm pretty sure they just let Dwight walk where you could have actually gone him for the minimum. You could have gone, McGee back for the minimum, but they might have gone a little too excited with, maybe, talks with Montrez and all that stuff, though, money Trez. But yeah, yeah, no, I just feel like, you need more defense, and the Lakers are weird, though, because I feel like I really hope they get a really good shooter. Um, they don't have bad shooters, but they have guys that are capable of knocking down the three, obviously, but they don't have like a Duncan Robinson, and I feel like that's something that this team desperately needs. Um, yeah, no, because it's weird because with the Lakers though they got so many guys as to where that you look at them and you're like, okay, like at least two of you are gonna have a bad night or whatever, which is weird, honestly, though. KCP seems to have to get bullied into playing good, which is weird. Last year in the bubble, man was atrocious. The media and NBA fans quite literally just bullied him to playing good. Um, Freaking LeBron had to whip him into shape, for him to actually start playing good. And so yeah, no, because yeah, they need a Duncan Robinson, a Joe Harris type or whatever. Though honestly, they gotta do everything in their power to get one. Um, because around the league, they're really not the most expensive players. Um, do what you can do, honestly. It's like maybe because for this team, it's like, dude, you need a Buddy Hield, and you need like there's so many guys. I mean, not so many guys, but there's a few guys out there that aren't wouldn't be impossible. That you desperately need. Um, so yeah, no. This team needs that, honestly. You gotta make LeBron and AD's job easier. I like Schroeder. I like Schroeder a lot, but when I see him play, he doesn't necessarily. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't always look like he's really taking a huge load off LeBron and AD. Um, and he's gotta be. Another thing about Schroeder though that's kind of bothered me though, is the fact that he when he's looking to score, it's like the most obvious thing ever. Um, and it's weird because you have guys, in NBA history, guys who are so confident, they would tell you, like an MJ for example, though, a guy who would tell you he's gonna make this shot or whatever, and he would make it, right? Um, and it somehow still looks less obvious than Dennis Schroeder trying to score. I get it, he's Michael Jordan, but what I'm trying to say is though it's like the way his style looks though is that Dennis Schroeder is like when he's committed, he looks committed. He doesn't look like he's gonna um, you know like pass when he sees nothing's there though. He just honestly looks like I gotta score. And it's weird, but yeah, no, hopefully they can do like a sign in trade or whatever for Lowry in the off season though and get Lowry on the minimum or whatever, but yeah, no, they gotta unless Lowry has his heart set on Philly, which is a a real possibility. But yeah, no, there's so many questions with this team. I do believe they can still be contenders though, at least for 2 years in my opinion. At some point LeBron's got to retire, but yeah, no. So yeah, there's and I assume they'll make a few roster adjustments. Do they keep Gasol for next year, dude? Um, that's weird because Gasol doesn't really seem that bad, but with them not really wanting to play him this year because he's so slow and all that stuff, it's like, can you really play him next year when he's probably only gonna be slower? It's so weird. Gosh, it must be so tough being GM. No, but yeah, no. Yeah, they gotta make moves though, man. LA is a good place. People recognize them as contenders though. They'll attract free agents. Maybe not at the level they did last year, just because, just off the championship though. That's probably what made Montrez and those guys. Wesley Matthews want to go there, Gasol, but maybe it could still happen. Honestly, though, just because at the end of the day, LeBron and AD are still there. If AD plays in Game 6, I don't care what you say. I think the Lakers are winning. To be honest with you, you know, because I know very well that AD would get more than 13 points. If he has a good game. But yeah. So yeah. And this is another thing I love about the NBA is just that the off season it can be just as exciting as the regular season, if not even more. Because sometimes free agency is just insane. And with trades and whatnot though and signings. So yeah, the tons to look forward to. But yeah, we'll cover that when we get there though. So yeah, thanks for watching though, and I'll catch you guys next time.